Hello, fire signs Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a general reading for fire signs. If it resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe for those who haven't subscribed. My name's Serenity. If it don't fit, don't force it, just relax and let it go. Now, the first card that's come out is the Sykes, which is the 10. Okay. The reason why I've got them turned over already was starting to read and I thought I'll let you join me. Okay. Now, the 10 of the psych here is also got the Jack of Diamonds. Could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Okay. But the sky says, to everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under the sun. Ecclesiastic 3 1 to 8. Be careful. I am swift and sharp. I cut through precision with sharp, clear vision. I am an accident, a deep cut, a break, or sometimes a difficult decision that needs to be made. I can bring good harvest or danger. Look at what I'm cutting nearby. It just might be your wage. Okay? Fire sign, so be careful because your wages might be getting cut. Okay? This item is a simple agricultural tool used to clear away grass and gather the wheat at harvest time. In the world of liniment, it symbolizes a sudden trauma or shock that will take you by surprise. A swift, clear cut will be made. It is dangerous too, as it's sharp. We must be careful where this card points, particularly in the Grand Tabula. The card next to the blade tip moderates its influence. It's almost as if cutting through clover. Look, blunts this blade. Okay? The symbol can represent a call to action, particularly when combined with such as a rider. But for some of you right now, the card that clarified this is the Five of Pentacles, and that's reverse. Okay? The Five of Pentacles, this is where the psyche is pointing to. Just letting you know, say that you have to be careful with your finances. Some of you probably felt left out in the cold or was going through some financial difficulties, okay? And you felt like there was no assistance being received. You felt like giving up, okay? Some of you, it was even on the spiritual. You felt like you were going through spiritual poverty, okay? But the Five of Pentacles here, reverse, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, it's regarding recovery from loss, overcoming the adversity. It's also about forgiveness as well here, fire signs. Okay? Now, for somebody here, disparity is normally marked by this card beginning to fade away here. So if you was going through some hard times like you did here with the 10 here, but things had to be cut out, okay? There's a sense that you're just beginning to recover from what you feel like you've been lacking here. Okay? Fire signs. Hmm. You've kind of seen the chances around you that you can use here as well. Because after something ended, every ending, there's always a new beginning. So let's see, I'm just going to clarify that now for you. This is for fire signs, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. So the Five of Pentacles here. For some of you, are recovering from being left out in the cold and going through some form of hard time after something ended. Okay, but remember, after every ending, there's a new beginning. Because it's something you had to cut out, either a person or a job, but something definitely came to an end. And for some of you, you got options here after you come out of this, being left out in the cold on this loss. Okay, it seems like you're indulging in your fantasies here. Okay, because some of you, it could have been a marriage that you need to make a decision. Some of you, it was a job. Some of you, it was your religion. Okay, but something was definitely being cut out, but you're recovering from that. Bottom of the deck, you got the Five of Swords. So for some of you right now, there would definitely be in some form of conflict. Okay, some of you may have to leave somebody for somebody else, or somebody left you for somebody else. Okay, but there was a lot of arguing going on in a relationship, a marriage, or a job. Okay, so I'm going to actually see that somebody here, they had a decision to make, a choice to make. regarding their job, okay, with the Seven of Cups here showing up like this, right? For some of you right now, the card has many beautiful cups floating in front of a light-hearted, giggling soul who has a choice of any of them. This indeed means that you may be offered or will recognize many options in front of you. So be mindful around the playful card, since it indicates that not all those options or ideas are based in reality. The person you are reading for needs to do a bit more research or look for new perspective before making a choice here. Okay, so some of you need to look for more options before making a choice of who you're going to marry, okay, or what job you're going to be taking up, okay. mm. But it's about your hopes and your dreams in regard to all those options. mm. Some of you still, I would encourage you to research everything before moving ahead. Even waiting a week before making up your mind can bring about a huge chance of success and some form of security here. 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months for some of you. Okay. It seems like somebody doesn't have all the facts here. Okay. Or is practicing mental and emotional escapism here through some form of delusion for somebody here. But the key word is love. It's a very clear. You are indulging your fantasies here. This could be for money. You need to examine choices carefully here because if it's regarding the job, some of you could end up losing the job. Some of you then will recover from that, but then you're going to have to make a decision regarding some traditional thinking about your relationship if you're going to actually get married or not. Okay. Now, what you need to embrace, you got the home, the house, okay, and the King of Cups in the corner, King of Hearts, okay, and the number four. So for some of you right now, it could be regarding your marriage, your job, or someone you're living with, or it could be that you could even be working from home, okay. And for some of you right now, though, with the house here showing up like this, okay, he says, I'm your family, I'm your base, your ground, and your home. I give you stability and comfort. I am your living arrangements and environment. I am what surrounds you and your estate. The cards around me will give you signs on present state or what the future will dictate. Now, a sanctuary is to be found in a house, showing us family and home, the sanctuary that offers us shelter from the world. In Gilded Revere, we have the house depicted in such a way as to entice us home again to the nostalgic place of childhood fairy tales. The house is built of guarded, gnarled roots, suggesting a place of permanent future and security. The open garden gate speaks of opening being made available. The house can be one of most interesting ways to date a Lenin deck, as each deck tends to either hark back to the past or choose a contemporary building to be depicted. Some decks have very Ulterior buildings on them. Others show a more as- aspirational mansion house. However, it's depicted and represents what we think of as our home, our dwelling, our security. So, some of you may be cutting out a marriage, like I said, or moving home. Some of you are dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Okay, that's very loving. Okay, this person here has got strength and balance and diplomacy. Okay, they could even be trained in the law or medicine or have some religion knowledge here. Okay, but this person here, this King of Cups here, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, this is a person that some of you may be living with. Okay, or this person could be in your environment or somebody you're married to. But somebody here could be, if it's not you in your energy around you, that could be going through a divorce because you got the strength card here and it comes out reverse. So somebody's been lacking courage and strength here. Somebody could have even gave into some form of temptation Because for some of you here, the card that clarifies like the Four of Pentacles here, but somebody's holding on to this stable, committed relationship here. Okay, someone's playing it safe. They may have a secure job as well, but you could be definitely dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer with the Moon card showing up here. Okay, because somebody's hiding their emotions or they're in some form of illusion regarding this marriage. Okay, because for some of you right now, with somebody here, could be a Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Somebody here is definitely holding on to people and things, okay? The materialistic things. You don't want to let go of this home here, all right? For some of you right now, though, with the Four of Pentacles showing up here, some of you has been holding on to a marriage, a job, longer than you should have been holding on for, I'm hearing, okay? Because with the Four of Pentacles on top of the Strength card reversed, somebody was lacking courage or lacking confidence. Okay, reason why they was holding on to their marriage that was over or relationship. Because the Four of Pentacles is sometimes interpreted as someone being greedy or holding back their money in a negative way. Okay, because for somebody here, you'll notice that the image on this card here is a beautiful woman who's holding a pentacle and has one pentacle behind her. And beneath her, she stands on two. This card clearly illustrates a person who knows where all her resources are. It's nothing to do with being greedy or stingy, but a practical card that shows smart management of finances. So it's somebody here who could be a Leo that's holding on to their finances or a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Okay? They may even have these in their chart. But it's regarding being stable and secure. You enjoy love and status. Okay. It's telling you to play it safe though. But somebody's in a secure job. Could be this Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Okay. Something that you need to let go of though is could be even be a friend. Okay. Your friend might even be a frenemy for somebody here. All right. Somebody that you might see as a friend that could you might need to cut out of your life. Okay. Somebody that's have been there for you or you was married to, especially with the Ten of Hearts here. Okay, there's something that's coming up here for you here, fire signs, that you need to let go of. If this resonates with you, fire signs, please like, share, subscribe. For those who haven't subscribed, now you got the dog. Loyalty and friendship is what I stand for. I am protection and trust, support and reliance. Reliance. When negative cards are around, make sure to take a closer look. I will be your counselor, your pet, your best friend. Depicted here is the dog, a reliable, faithful friend who can be trusted and who loves you unconditionally. The dog is self-contained, is more than content with its role, and holds the lead with a ball in the background, as if to say, you know what to do. It's a symbol of companionship. This card is close proximity to the man or a lady. It's quite reassuring to their intentions. The ring or the card to the right signifies a romantic relationship. But for some of you, what it's actually it's regarding a house. Somebody you could even be living with, you could be flat sharing for some of you. Okay? But the dog can signify a close friend in a reading, one who's trustworthy. It brings in the sense of loyalty and faith to the cards around it. For example, if it combined with a letter, it would be communicated that it's communication you can trust. The dog and the tower, it might signify a company or authority that is looking after your concerns. The card that clarifies that is the strength cards. Come back up again, this time in the right way. So for some of you right now, there's a Leo that's going to have a friend here with courage and strength, okay? That's going to be there for them, very patient. There's going to be some form of healing here going on as well here for you here, fire signs, right? So I'm going to clarify that now. But there's also secrets and some form of delusion going on as well, I'm hearing. And someone could be overindulging with drink, drugs, okay? overeating for some of you, right? Do you need to take care of yourself, I'm hearing? Two cards will come out and they both come out reverse. Seven of Swords reverse and the Ten of Swords reverse. This friend could have stabbed you in your back and betrayed you here. Okay, fire signs, right? Could be a Leo that feels betrayed and stabbed in the back, but you will be getting over this because for some of you right now, there's definitely been somebody here who wasn't seeking some form of compromise, okay? Wasn't caring for others, felt like somebody definitely could have been betrayed and stabbed in the back here, okay? That's for somebody here. And for some of you right now, you're in a position here now with this betrayal that's the reason why it started off with the sickle. That's the reason why you're cutting somebody off. Some of you it's a marriage, some of you it's somebody you're living with, somebody working with, and some of you it's a friend that could have betrayed you here. Okay? Because for some of you right now, you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or they may have this in their chart, or it could even be you. Okay? But for some of you right now, though, there's definitely been a betrayal. There's someone that's been around you who's been very deceptive and lying to you, right? See Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Leo, right? This could even be you, but there's definitely somebody getting over some form of betrayal here, right? Because the Ten of Swords, it usually speaks about you feel like you've been thrown underneath a bus or betrayed here. People who end up with the Ten of Swords like this may feel that they're under the gun for no reason, okay? Or they have been suspicion that someone has out them and maybe setting them up to fall or to fail, okay? Hmm. Some of your co-workers may be stabbing in your back here for some of you here, fire signs, okay? Hmm. The person is not your friend. They're your frenemy. First thing I picked up when the friend card came out. They're not your friend here, fire signs, okay? They're very competitive and they ain't being honest neither to you. Hmm. For some of you, though, it's telling you to beware of a friend that's coming across as a friend. It could be somebody you work with, but they're a frenemy, okay? Now, the card that clarified that was the Seven of Swords, okay? The seven informs us there's a situation that needs to be handled with care here, fire signs, okay? Mm. Especially when it concerns your money or what you're thinking about, okay? And what you're giving your time and your patience to. Mm. There's definitely some dishonesty around you. Could be regarding your finances as well, so you need to check that too, okay? Your belongings or anything you invested in, you need to hold on to them. But somebody might need to seek some form of compromise here, okay? Mm. Just be careful who you're moving ahead with, especially when it concerns finances. I'm hearing here fire signs. Now, the outcome is quite a few people here, and somebody's centered in the middle here. So I'm going to read that to you now. This is for fire signs, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. So you have the labyrinth. When you think you've done everything you can, you hit a wall and have to start again. I am the labyrinth that keeps you going through trials and error to the end. There are no shortcuts to success, my friend. This card is about making your way through confusing streams of events, often by trials and error. You may have goals and destinations you wish to reach, but getting there may be prove more difficult than you expected here, fire signs. Your road isn't a direct one but has twists and turns. No matter how much you plan and strategize, at some point you will face inevitable mistakes. Be prepared for a few false turns and dead ends. The Labyrinth card directs you to retrace your steps if necessary and take a different route. Sometimes there simply is no direct path. Regrouping and starting again is not a failure, it's part of the process, even when you feel you are starting back to square one. You will be able to begin again with new information and greater knowledge of the landscape. The Lambreath card can mean a puzzle or a problem requiring rational deductions to solve. There are no easy answers or shortcuts. A narrow viewpoint will keep you from seeing the larger picture. You should also notice that this card shows more than one person. It is a message that you're not going down this road alone. Others are facing the same challenges and may be able to help you work out a solution. This card might also illustrate your frustrating attempt to connect with others. Sometimes or something is keeping you separate from people or goals. Now is not the time to turn your back on others. As you calculate your next move, think not just how you can get ahead individually, but how you can contribute to a group solution here. So, for some of you right now, some of you need to not isolate yourself and see if you can work in a team. For some of you, there's going to be an ending of a job, a marriage. Okay, for some of you might end up losing your temper. Okay, and for some of you might have water and fire in your chart. But for some of you right now, there's definitely been a friend that's betrayed you and deceived you. Could have been in your work environment or in a marriage. And for some of you, you've got the Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but that's come out reverse, okay? So for some of you right now, you feel unmotivated, you're not taking no action, okay? You feel weighed down with all what's taking place. Some of you, it's a loss of a job. Some of you, it's a loss of a marriage. Some of you, it's your loss of your religious point of view, okay? But for some of you right now, it's telling you right now to get over some form of betrayal that's taking place, okay? If it was in a relationship, a marriage, a job, okay, that someone's betrayed you, okay? Fall down seven, get up eight, I'm hearing, all right? But you've got the Ace of Wands and it's in reverse, okay? There's definitely some creative blocks going on here, right? And you're lacking direction here, fire signs, as to which way it's like you're in a maze. You don't know which direction to take, okay? You're feeling stuck and you don't know what to do, I'm hearing. Hmm, okay. Let's see if Spirit's going to give you the answer of what to do here. This is for fire signs, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Okay? Because for some of you right now, you're starting to lose your motivation and your willpower. Okay? It seems like the daily grind has weakened you. Your inspiration to create what you used to have so much excitement for. That could have been your job, your marriage, your friendship. Okay? Some of you, though, you might be overwhelmed with excitement for so many things. You might lack direction of where you should go, though. So tell me about this Ace of Wands. You've got the Six of Swords, and that's reversed. So for some of you, you're not moving into karma war. If anything, somebody could be some delay of you moving on here. Okay? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And some of you is a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Okay? Or you're dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer child for some of you. Okay? It's about timid love. Somebody wants to actually return, or they're finding it hard to move on, but they can't actually, they're not taking no action. But you do want to send some love message, or they want to send it to you. But you got the Two of Pentacles, and that's reversed. Okay? So someone's life is off balance right now. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. There's no equal give and take. Some of you could even block communication because it ain't working for some of you. No matter how much you try to make the situation work, it's not working. So let's see what message here that's hidden that some of you, somebody may want to send to you, or you could be wanting to send to them. Some of you, I remember every details of that day. Okay? So what something that's taking place, somebody remembers every details of that day. Okay? This could have been in a marriage, a relationship, and you don't know how hard it was to let you go. So somebody had to let somebody go here. It's especially after some form of betrayal or ending. Okay. What other message here for fire signs? I wish I had treated you better. So somebody wish they had treated you better here, fire signs. Okay. And you've got, I know I was a distraction from your pain. So somebody could feel like they were a rebound because someone's saying you and I were too young. Could it sort of been somebody that you've met since you was young? You could have been in a relationship for years. Okay. Some of you, it was 10 years or more that you've been in this relationship. But for some of you right now, especially with yourself here at the bottom of the deck here, you reverse. Okay. So some of you could be being very impulsive here, very ruthless right now, fire sign. Some of you could have been leading a double life. Okay? Or if it wasn't you, there was somebody around you here leading a double life. So let's see what other message is coming out for you here, fire signs, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. What message here for Aries needs to know? Self care, Aries. Need balance in your life. Like I said, somebody's life's off balance here. Taking time to replenish your mind, body, and soul is a must. Enjoy this time to reconnect and make yourself a priority. Ask yourself, what is serving me and what is taking from me? And much can be revealed when you stop putting yourself at the bottom of the list here, Aries. Okay? And for Leo, what message does Leo need to know? Leo, you have patience is needed. It's about timing. Be mindful not to rush or push your agenda at this time. Trust in divine timing and less is instant gratification. Having patience allows everything to unfold as it should. The seeds have been planted, now let them grow. So you're going to need to be patient here, Leo. Whatever's taken is in divine timing here. And for Sagittarius, you have a new beginning. Intentions. New doors are opening and new opportunities are here. You are shifting into a higher frequency by honoring yourself and your accomplishment. It's time for a fresh start and a clean slate. You're being asked to only bring your new self into your next chapter here, fire signs. Okay, especially you Sagittarius, but for all of yours, the bottom of the deck, you got denial, deception. There is a situation that you're refusing to see clearly. Living in denial can create false scenarios to see things that are not accurate. Have the courage and discernment to dig deep into the truth of the situation here, fire signs, okay? Because there's something here you're not seeing, or there's somebody around you here who's been lying to you, being very deceptive, okay? So, if this resonates with you, fire signs, please like, share, follow. I send you love and light. Namaste.